Hello, Blender besties. I am coming to you live from my craft room in Las Vegas, Nevada. If you're joining me, this is our second Blender Club Class 4 Kit 14. If you remember on Tuesday, or if you caught that live, we colored this gorgeous card and made it. So today, you are going to need this image to color, or if you're just joining me and want to, zen out with some coloring videos, I'm so happy to have you. Make sure that you're subscribed, you do all the YouTubey things. If you're over there, leave me a comment. And if you like what we're doing and you're interested in getting the pens or the coloring materials, hit me up and I'll send you all the information. Okay, so today, this is what we're doing, friends. Look at that card. Gorgeous, right? Gorgeous. It is a beautiful day here in Las Vegas. And I'm sorry, I look a hot mess. I hit the ground running. I have been doing things all day. What are you going to do? I couldn't be late for my besties, so I had to just go on with the show. I'm going to get myself situated real quick. Let's see who is on. Hi, Sherry. Welcome in. Hi, Aunt Vera. How you doing? Thank you for watching. um, so super excited. Cheryl isn't on here yet, but I have a big news. She signed up today. She is a demo now. She is on our team and one of our besties. Okay. I'm going to flip down. We're going to get started. You guys get comfy. Make sure you have a drink, your coloring materials, your paper, all of the things. Okay, here we go. Okay, we're down to the mat. So I zoomed in this time, so we're learning stuff. Let me do a little close up of the card. Get it in frame, Jess. So there you go. I love that Azure afternoon color. It really is gorge. And I went with a simple background for the stained glass. I thought it really made the flowers pop, so I didn't want to like complicate it with a bunch of colors and craziness. But on yours, play with it. That's why you get two images, okay? So I'm going to pull in some colors. We, of course, have our light Azure afternoon and our dark. That should be in your kit. I didn't use any of the berry burst this time, but you definitely want, if you're going to do what I'm doing, you're going to want some light and dark daffodil. That's what I'm working with here. Very simple color palette this month, but quite frankly, I'm okay with it. So then again, I'm going to bring in those three greens. So we have light old olive, dark old olive, and the light granny apple. So basically light, medium, and dark is what it's, and just, I grabbed the light and dark sea spray. I'm not sure if I'm going to use that. I did not use that on here, but I wanted an option. You know what I'm saying? I just feeling it today. So I'm going to clean up my workspace here just a little bit. It's chaotic because my brain is so chaotic. That's what's happening. That is what's happening, friends. So on the bottom, I'm going to do a little swatch of this is light sea spray. If you don't have it, you can use balmy blue or whatever you want. Let's see. So there is the light. Now I'm going to take the light Azure afternoon. I don't know. I'm going to play and we'll just see. we'll just see because we don't know until we know. So, as usual, I'm going to start with the big flower. And I just want to play with one petal and kind of figure out my life. Now, my idea for using the sea spray is that we get a little bit more of a highlight going, is my brain, is my thought process, but you know, who knows? I don't know what I'm doing. And we all know this. If you follow me for any amount of time, you know I just kind of wing it. But in the end, we always have a gorgeous card, so I'm not worried, are you? Okay. So what I'm doing for this petal is I'm putting the dark Azure Afternoon for our shadow. Then I've got the light azure, and then I've got that just a tip on the curl of the petal, and I'm gonna blend back with the light sea spray and just see how I like it. I like it. I'm gonna go with that. What do we think? Um, Hi, Mary Jean. How you doing? Welcome in. Hi, Coco. Welcome in. How's everybody doing? All right, here we go. In our blend club now, please and thank you. Okay, Sherry. So I am using, do you mean the what I print on? This is just heavyweight white cardstock from Hobby Lobby. I found that it works phenomenal and it's smooth pressed enough, cold pressed enough where we're getting good results from the blending. So I'm happy with it. What you want, I found, is a nice smooth surface for your paper. Because paper is naturally porous anyway. But depending on how they make it, it could be less or more porous. So that's where we're at. Okay. So now I'm going to come in with that medium. So the light Azure Afternoon. And I'm kind of just like streaking it in there. I'm not making it real even. And I think that gives a good touch of like a realistic coloring variant and shadowing and all of the things. So I'm going to take the dark. And I want to say the manufacturer of the paper that we are using is the Paper Studio, and they always have it like every month they put it 40% off. So I go in and grab some when it's on sale. It's like once or twice a month they'll put it on sale. So that is what I do. And then I use the regular cardstock weight for the inside of our cards because it's thin so it doesn't bulk up your card and they fold better. Yeah, I'm really liking that 3-color combo that we have going on. So I'm going to go in a little bit bigger sections. How is everybody doing today? I am so sorry. Sometimes I get so busy that I forget to ask. I'm like all business. I jump in here. I'm so excited to get coloring and I forget my manners. Today is a crazy day for me. I've already had a visit, signed up a team member. I'm doing this live, and then at 6 o'clock, I'm going live again with a Halloween card. So 6 o'clock Pacific time. Where are you guys joining me from is what I need to know. Drop it in the comments. I want to get, I have a radio in here, like a little boom box, and I want to get a, wait, let me do the dark. I want to get like a light, I don't know, like a spa CD or something. Just something for us to chill out to, not loud or anything, just softly in the background. So those moments when I kind of take a beat and I'm working, it's not dead silence, and that way it's more relaxing. I just don't want to get demonetized. So I have to look for something that's kind of royalty free, I guess. I don't know. Do they sell it like that? Can I get that? I have seen ladies that play music during their lives and they're like, I don't own the rights to this music, so please don't sue me because I'm poor. Maybe I just need to put that disclaimer out there, right? Please don't sue me, I'm poor. Don't demonetize me, please. I don't know if that really matters. I'm not making money off my videos, but it scares me. It sounds so scary, like you're demonetized. Okay. I won't do that again. I'm very sorry. But it's weird because I've made TikToks and used their, music selection or whatever, and then put it on my Facebook Reels, and I got in trouble because they were like, "Oh, this is copyright infringement." And I'm like, "Well, oh, I did not know that." It's very difficult. You know what I'm saying? I'm just a girl trying to make content. What are we gonna do? So on these leaves, I'm putting it on the tip as well. So the middle of the leaf will be the lightest part. We'll see how that looks. I woke up this morning at 1:30 in the morning. Like my brain just woke up. Like somebody hit the power button. Nobody asked me if that was okay, by the way. And I was like, I have to go make a card. So I went downstairs. I was like awake. My brain was popping. I was like, I have too much to do tomorrow. I can't be resting. What is happening? Craziness. And I made a really cute card, so I was proud of that and stuff. And I took a little bit of a nap, but I don't know what it is. I'm just like on this high, like living on life. I know at some point this is gonna I'm gonna crash. That always happens. But right now, loving it, loving the energy. What can I say? Now watch tonight, 6 o'clock. I'll be like, guys, let's make a card. I'm dying. Probably not. I'll be fueled. I'll just drink a cup of coffee. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. All right. So how is your rose coming? What do you think? I think it's really pretty. I'm going to let the colors kind of meld and do their thing. I'm going to move on to the next one. Hi, Pamela. How you doing? Hi, Stacy. Welcome in. You had a busy day too, Sherry? Do tell what has been happening. Oh, Pamela, I'm so sorry I missed your phone call earlier. I was getting ready for the live and craziness was happening. I hope you're doing well, and I will catch up with you soon. Now, I know I go kind of fast. But you take your time if you are coloring along with me. It's not a race. This is for fun. And so I want you to just take your time, take breaks for your eyes. And remember, I'm going to post the replay. So you can always go back at your own pace if you need to see something. And you could put your own music on in the background, have a little coloring party. What is your go-to thing to relax to? Is it music? Is it a TV program? You guys are going to laugh. Mine is murder mystery, like 48 hours kind of stuff. My husband says I scare him. I'm like, look, it's good information. I don't know. I just enjoy it. I enjoy the investigation. I enjoy the story. True crime. It is a jam for sure. What are we going to do? Yes, look at that. Do you see? I'm going to hold it up. Do you see that depth in the coloring? Oh, yes. Now let's compare it to this one. It's really a different vibe. So these flowers coming out much lighter than when you just use the Azure Afternoon. And I can't say I like one better than the other. I love them both. It's just whatever vibe you're going for. You know what I mean? If you're going for more poppy and vibrant, maybe just stick to the blue Azure. If this is a sympathy card, maybe, mellow it out a little bit. Just saying. I'm just saying. It's all about vibe and intention. Oh my gosh, I haven't eaten today because I've been so busy. I didn't think about it. And my stomach is like, lady, it is time. What are you thinking? My husband is making sausage and peppers for lunch, and that'll be waiting on me. And it just smells so good. I think that's why I'm getting hungry. Too good, my friends. So kind of look at your image and it'll give you clues as to where your lowlights go. Anywhere that there is like a little bit of a shadow, I put the medium first. And I extend it out a little bit past the shadow, right? And then I go in with the dark color and right on that shadow, just hit it with a little bit of the dark color. And it really pops up that project. Come on here. Okay. And now to blend, going back in with the lightest color, the sea spray. And I'm just blending it all together. And if you're like, oh, it's getting dark, it's just because it's wet and it will lighten up a little bit. And it will change a little bit because the alcohol is kind of doing its magic, right? And you can always go in if you hit an area and you're like, ooh, that was a little bit lighter than I intended. You know, it lifted it. Just go back in with a little bit of the darker color. You just keep working it until you get it the way you want. Okay, now I'm going to go on to my leaves. I have to remember, I believe the dark granny apple is my medium color. I don't remember. This is why we swatch. Get a piece of scratch paper or use your edge, whatever you got. Also, oh no, okay, that is my medium. So, and then just so you can see, here's my dark. See, and you can see where they overlap and how that's gonna affect it and all the good things. Swatching is important when you are doing this. If you just grab a color and hit it, you know, I mean, it's a thing. You could do it, but I don't know if you're going to be always happy with your results if you do it like that. So I'm taking my light old olive. And I'm just going to fill in a section at a time. Okay. So there's my first section. I did it in all light old olive, but then I'm going to take my dark granny apple. I'm going to do the same thing we did on the petals. I'm just going to go from the center and pull it out. Okay. Now, where the rose is popped up, I want it a little bit darker because that's the shadow, right? The rose is creating that shadow. So I'm going in with the dark green. I'm really hitting around the edge. Go with the direction that the leaf is pointing. Okay. Now I'll just do a little in some of the center wherever I think there's a shadow. And it's okay to have some light because you know leaves aren't just one color. Okay. Now I'm gonna go back over it with the light a little bit. I don't want to hit it heavy, but I do see where I've missed because I go fast. Okay. And we're going to move forward. So for anyone who is maybe just kind of having their afternoon coffee break and tuning in and just kind of watching, hello, welcome. Do you color um, for your card making? Do you just like to watch? I know one time someone asked me if it was an ASMR video. Um, no, but I guess it could be. There are parts where I'm quiet and you just hear the squeaking. Okay, now at the base of some of the roses, you can see where the little petal points are. You know how when the bud forms and then when it opens, you have the rose, but like those little green leaves? I'm going to leave those really light so we see them. I don't know if that makes sense in nature, but in Jessie's art, it does. Okay. That's what I'm telling you. So if you're interested in joining and getting a kit, well, it's free to join our club for sure. I mean, you just join. But if you're ever interested in purchasing a kit, so you get the pens and the materials that we're using to do these, it's $35. We do it every month, but you can pick and choose what months you want to do it. And if you already have the color in the kit, you can substitute it out. So if you're like, oh, I really like this, but I already have, no problem. We can work with that. Um, anyway, so the next kit will be due to order by the 15th of October. And our lives are going to be the last week of the month. We do two for the kit. And the last one is going to be on Halloween. So I'm super excited about that because they're Halloween pictures. So, you know, right up my alley. I was like, we're going to do some tricks, some treats and tricks and all the things, right? Okay. Just gonna smooth a little bit here. So these are alcohol-based markers, which is how they blend so beautifully. If you've ever used like a Copic marker, they're similar. And they come with ballpoint and paintbrush tips. Okay, we're getting there, guys. Go with the lighter one. Well, since I started here, I'm going to do some of these dark. Okay. Pop some of that medium. Now we're going back in with the light. Guys, I used to do these videos and, make a video, edit it, put music to it, and all the things, which was fine. But it was getting harder and harder. The upload time was crazy, and it just became so stressful for me. And so I decided it was time to change the formula, change it up, right? If something's not working for you, stop pushing it. Just figure it out. And I had to give myself the pep talk. And I did. And we came up with doing it live. It's a game changer. So I hope you guys are enjoying this format. And if you want to play it on your TV and blow it up so you can really zoom in and see what I'm doing, I always post them to YouTube. So you have that too. Okay. So I'm kind of taking a pause and looking. I'm very happy with this. How's everybody doing? Oh, you got together and had your lunch, Pam and Sherry? That's awesome. Hey, Brenda, welcome in, my friend. How are you? Okay, so now we're going in the home stretch. This is coloring in that stained glass. And what I did for this was I didn't want to do a whole bunch of colors. I love the stained glass look, but I really felt like just doing one color and then light and dark patches was the moment. But did anyone on their last card, did they change it and do some different colors? I'm just curious. I would love to see it. So first I'm going around the whole image and I'm just doing light Daffodil Delight and filling everything in. And I kind of want it to dry a little bit almost because I'm going to go over certain sections with the dark Daffodil Delight. And I really want it to pop. Now, if you don't have Daffodil Delight, just use whatever color you want. Maybe Darling Duckling would be pretty. Lemon Lolly would be really bright and cheerful. Maybe you choose a different color altogether, right? I think different greens might be pretty, but it might meld with the leaves. I don't know. I don't know. Purples. Sometimes I struggle with picking my colors. You know what I mean? Like, just take your time. That's my best advice. Okay, eye check. How's everybody doing? Do you need to give your eyes a break? I'm going to take a drink. Get your water. Excuse my head being in the shot. I just looked up and saw that. Nobody wants that. Nobody asked for that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not the look, babes. Make sure you are looking in between your leaves. Is there a spot where you need to add a little bit of color? My goodness, my arm is getting tired. You don't realize how big of an area that is. Let me do my paintbrush. I think that this is about to get replaced, friends. When my tip starts getting fuzzy like that from use, and I got to keep going over it to get the color laid down, I know. It's getting time. Now, if you are a member of the Stampin' Blends Club, that means that you joined the group page. I am going to be offering later in the month a Stampin' Blend marker refresh. So everybody who orders, now this is a phenomenal deal. Are you ready? Blender besties, listen up. Those that are demonstrators will have to do the math and see if the math is mathing. But because demonstrators get between 20 and 25% off, right now they have a phenomenal deal. If you join $35, you get $125 worth of product for your kit. And then all the materials, a free paper pumpkin. You become a demonstrator and you can get 20% off to start with off your orders after that. Okay, so if you're a demonstrator, we'll have to do the math. But anyway, the whole point is I'm going to be doing a blender pen refresh. So if you order through my sale, you will get 15% off your Stampin' Blend markers and the trays that hold them if you want them. But for every 5 blender pens that you buy, you're going to get one free. So not only are you going to get 15% off, you can compound those savings and get a free pen as well. So if you buy 10 Stampin' Blend markers, let's say you're just getting into it or you've had them for a while and they're getting dry, you buy 10, get 2 free. See how that goes? Buy 15, get 3 free. Go nuts. I think it's a steal of a deal because I'm giving you extra benefits. Now, how it works is you're going to order it through me. You're going to pay me directly. I'm going to do a bulk order. And then I think that should be a leaf. So I'm going to wait. I'm going to do a bulk order and then I will send you your goodies. So you will get charged shipping and tax, but it'll be shipping from me to you, not from the company to me. So that's how it works. And instead of just doing a flat rate, because I don't want to overcharge people, I will take it and figure out the postage, and then let you know. It's really good. I go into the post office and I work with the postman there, and we kind of figure it out, like, okay, if it's 5 pens, it should be around this, or if it's 10 pens, they help me figure out my life. They're wonderful people over there. Okay. All right. So I think I'm good with this. I'm just going to go back over to smooth my lines a little bit. And I saw that one. I'm not being careful. I'm getting it into this area, but that's okay because we're going to cut that away for our card. So I'm not really, you know, I'm careful where I need to be, but these pens are so good, they kind of just stay within the lines. No, just kidding. There you go. There we go. Now, where was that green, besties? Oh, geez. My head is always in the shot today. I apologize. I think it was here. Now, this is your finishing move. When you get done with your coloring, go back over it. Take a beat. See how things, melded together. Do you want to add a little bit of color? Do you want to smooth a little bit more? Take your time. It's not a race. I think I'm happy with this, so I'm going to move forward. I'm going to grab my cutting mat. It's going to kind of be cattywamping here. I apologize. And I am cutting right up to the tip of those leaves. So you look in the cut canal, line it up. I'm going to take that away. I'm going to rotate and repeat, and we're going to box in our creation. Okay. This side is good the way I cut it. So now okay, for size reference, yep, that's it. If you cut right up to the tippy top of each of those leaf points, you're going to get the perfect size. But just in case you're one of my measurement girls, that's a 4 by 4. 4 inches by 4 inches. So now I'm going to bring in our gems, some ink. I'm using the Memorable Blooms again, but and I don't know if I used the Around the Bend on this card. I know I did on the last one. Let's see. No. Okay, so let's get that out of the way. Now, for this card in your kit, you got a 5¼ by 4-inch piece of white, a banner, and a black card base. So you're going to need to pull those out. We're going to fold it on the pre-scored line and give it a good swipe. And I'm going to do both sides. Okay. We got that. Now we're going to do some stamping. And my silicone mat is all the way across the room. So we're just going to make this work for us, besties, because your girl, she ain't about to get up. Okay, so I want to use the sentiment, "You've been on my mind," but I want to use it with my double banner. So what I'm going to do, I was watching a Stampin' Up demonstrator the other day, and she had photopolymer stamps. Here it is. And she was like, well, if you want to separate that, when you have photopolymer, just cut it. And then, you can stick it back together on your stamp block when you want to stamp. And I was like, "Ah, Lord, I'm not cutting my stamps. No, ma'am. We are not doing that today." So, another technique, if you want to only stamp a certain part, let's say, of the sentiment, go ahead and take like a piece of post-it note or some washi tape or masking tape or mint tape, whatever tape you got. We're going to block off the part. Oh God, look at my head. So sorry, guys. Let me back up. Okay, lovely. You can see my grays. Okay, so now I took the tape and I put it on the part I'm not wanting to stamp at the moment, right? Now flip it over. Let's block this beauty up. And we're going to ink. Now when you ink, tap, tap, tap. Kiss the stamp set to your stamp pad. No CPR, no crushing it, no rocking it. It's designed to pick up the ink with no pressure, really, just by touching it. Now, take the tape off. The part you want inked is inked. The part you don't want inked is not. Now, I'm going to try to line this up. Okay, everybody, cross your fingers. Yay! There we go. It's in there. Now, this step is pretty important when we're doing this technique, and I know I've done this quite a few times. You need to clean your stamp because what I found was, because I've made this mistake, so I'm trying to save you some aggravation. I was like, well, the ink went on there, so I can just do the same thing in reverse and stamp it. But I didn't clean my stamp, and when I pulled the tape off, you know what happened? Residual ink was there, guys, and I was so sad. Okay, so we get it. Where? Oh, jeez Louise. Lord, why? Okay, kissed it, no crushing, no rocking. Rip that piece off. Now it'll go. Boom. Okay, not perfect, but it's pretty darn good. I'm happy with it. I am happy with it. So we're going to just keep that. Now for my inside, I'm going to use just a little cluster of flowers, just like we did the last time. The sentiment said, "You've been on my mind." So let's send a little cheer, right? Maybe they need some cheering up. Or maybe you miss them. Who knows? I don't know why you're sending the card, bestie. Only you know that. Okay, here we go. Note card. There we go. You can go ahead and color that. You can also take some scrap paper, use those scraps, don't waste them, and put a little paper in there if you wanted. You know, do what you gotta do. Make it pretty. So now we are just going to add the insert. And then we're going to put this, and I'm just going to glue it down. You could pop it up if you want to. and I put it towards the top, kind of frame it. Now I am going to pop up our little banner, but you could just adhere that down too. It's whatever you want to do. Okay. All right. We are on the home stretch, guys. Woohoo. Okay, so I sent you in your kit some gems, and we're just gonna decorate. Now for this one, bringing in my pick, we're gonna do some Night of Navy. And then some petal pink. Just just a little bling, just wherever you think it should live. If you don't want it interfering with your beautiful coloring, you can leave this part off. But you know me, I have to have bling. Nope, nope. Do I want this here? I think I do. Do I want it here? No, absolutely not. And I want this one just a little bit up. There we go. Okay, love it. And you know what? I am bling happy lately. You're going to see with my card tonight. I am a blingy kind of a girl today. So why not? Let's just do it. There we go. Okay. There are our 2 cards done. When you get your projects finished, I would absolutely love to see them. So post them to our group page, please. Now, for homework, my Blender besties, you still have your coloring sheet, your bonus coloring sheet. I absolutely love this. You can get in with the details on that rose, leaves. What color are you going to make your roses? I don't know. Stay tuned. I'll have to see what I'm going to do. I will post this when I get it done. And I love the detail with the stained glass up here. Ugh, so pretty. These images, top of the tops, I'm telling you. Let me flip up real quick to say goodbye. Okay, guys, we did it. We are done. Thank you so much. I'm going to get this out of my face. Thank you so much for spending some time with me, besties. I had a great time. I'm going to go eat some lunch, and I will see you on my main page at 6 o'clock Pacific time for another beautiful card. Okay? Bye.